Hello, Geneva, and welcome to Geneva Works. I'm your host, Kevin Starr. From 2008 to 2014, a downturn in the economy really slowed down development in the northern Chicago area. However, in 2015, business has picked up, so to speak, and that means plenty of work for our community development department. Today, we're joined by City Planner Paul Evans to talk about what projects have taken place this year and what's on the horizon for 2016.
Actually, since 2008, development really has picked up in Geneva. We've had 1,600 building permits that were processed by the building division in 2014, and already in 2015 we surpassed that level. The residential permits that we see are for not just new housing, but for expansions and renovations such as patios and decks and things, but all investment in Geneva. As far as commercial is concerned, in 2014 we had our second largest number of permits that we processed since in the last decade. So development really has picked up in Geneva. One of the projects I'd like to speak about is the 7th Street Townhomes. They're located just south of State Street at James and 7th Street. There's 6 townhomes located there. They all face 7th Street, which is a little better transition for the neighborhood. In that project, we were able to save one of the houses located on James Street. And then on 7th Street, we took a deteriorated house and a couple of commercial buildings down, and now we have 6 nice townhomes in that area. Another project that we worked on is the Park Place of Geneva. It's located at Stevens Street and North 1st Street. This is a unique project because it's a whole block. Has 30 row homes. They're 3 stories, and it's something quite unique. I think 2 of the buildings are up right now and should be open soon. But again, this is another tribute to the downtown master plan. This followed the concepts and developments within that plan. Another development we have is Lincoln Square. It's a 48-unit single-family subdivision located behind Geneva Commons, west of Randall Road at south of Britcher. And that has 6 different models, and they're both 1- and 2-story homes. And then another development we have is called Prairie Ridge, which is a townhome development further west on Britcher Road at Peck Road. That development initially was all townhomes, but there's 52 of the lots haven't been developed, and so now a developer's come in and he's developing 43 single-family homes on that lot. That is kind of neat because of the fact that there are each of the homes in that area are all first floor master bedroom suites, and it's in a maintenance-free environment, so it's really aimed at empty nesters and provides us a good diversity of our stock. One other thing I'd like to mention is all the infill development going on in Geneva. We have a number of contractors that are taking lots that are either maybe there's one home on a large lot or some vacant infill lots, and they're taking and making custom homes out of that, and that's becoming quite a cottage industry. I'd like to tell you about a couple of the commercial developments we have. One of them is called Kesslinger Medical Campus. It's located directly across the street from Delnor Hospital on the south side of Kesslinger. They currently have a 10,000 square foot medical building on their campus, and they have enough room, so they're now building another 21,000 square foot building. This is mainly to help with all the doctors coming in as a result of the expansion and the merger of Delnor with Cadence and Northwestern Medicine. As I mentioned, Delnor, there's always something going on at Delnor. They have, over the recent years, they've redone their campus. They had added on to the Cancer Treatment Center. They've redone their entry areas, their cafeterias. They've done signage and landscaping. They just always seem to be doing something over there, but also helping with the traffic route. But something always new seems to be happening at Delnor. Another project I wanted to bring up was Panera. If you've seen the new Panera, it's located south on Randall Road. just south of the old location in Randall Square. This new location is a drive-through, which is what the new Panera stores are going for. And the old location where it was at is now going to be a deli called McAllister Deli. Also, you may have seen some of the work we've been doing around the metro station. A couple years ago, we added another level to the parking deck. And then this year, it's currently under construction. We're doing a parking lot just north of the commuter station, which will consist of 44 parking spaces off-street and another 17 on-street. This will help with the demand for commuter parking and also for any events planning in the area for our festivals. Well, I'm glad you asked. One of the projects I think a lot of people are interested in is what's happening on the old Citron property at 7th and State Street. Obviously, after a number of years, the Citron building was taken down, and what's being proposed there now is a 5-story, 228-unit apartment complex. They're going to have a 5-story parking deck. It'll hold about 350 cars. They're also going to have a retail building that would be located out on State Street. Again, this is from our downtown master plan. We talked about the redevelopment of this area, and the extension of 7th Street is kind of an exciting project. It'll go from State to Peyton and provide a signal there, which will help with the traffic in the area. So we're really looking forward to that project. Another project I want to bring up is there's a 150-bed nursing home that's being proposed on the south side of Delnor Hospital. It's another good need that we're having being filled in the community. A couple of other projects I wanted to bring out. One was a 41-unit townhome located on South Batavia Avenue, and another project was a 5-unit subdivision. They're larger lots, about 25,000 square feet. Again, that's also located on South Batavia Avenue. If anybody ever has a question on some developments, or whether it's pending or what can be built on property in Geneva, just call the planning division at City Hall and we can provide that information with whatever information that we have on file. Another way residents can find out what's going on is once a development is far enough along, the developer is required to send a notice to all the people within property owners within 250 feet. So you would get a notice of the hearing, date and the time and what they're requesting. So you can attend that meeting to find out if you have any questions, or to testify in the meeting if you have an opinion on the development. Another way is to go to our website. On our website we have a monthly report. You can go in under the search bar and do monthly report from the Plan Commission, and you'll find out information on the status of all of our development plans that we have pending. And then also on the city's website under agendas and minutes, you can get the agendas for the meetings, the staff reports and analysis, and the exhibits, anything that they've submitted to us. So you have basically the same information as the Plan Commission and the city decision makers and aldermen, etc. Oh, and finally, if you have any questions, you can always call us at 630-232-7494 and ask for the Planning Division at City. Sure. Back in 2003, the state approved a law that dealt with affordable housing, and it required all communities that did not have 10% of their housing stock listed as affordable to create a plan. And the plan, you would develop a map that would say what areas on the map are considered appropriate for affordable housing. The City of Geneva got together with Batavia and North Aurora and St. Charles, and we worked on this plan, Homes for a Changing Region. This is located, you can find this on our website under News and Special Projects in the Community Development Department website. Basically, in that plan, we have a map that we just updated with areas that are appropriate for affordable housing. Again, of course, the staff would review each of these developments on a case-by-case basis, and the City Council would need to approve these. But the idea is to try to provide a balance of housing in the community, both for current residents and for future, with regard to income or age. One of the projects that we're working on, you may have heard about, is our Historic Preservation Ordinance update. The Historic Preservation Ordinance was actually adopted in 1995, and we really haven't made any significant changes to that ordinance since that time. Some of the changes that we're proposing in this update are, first, we're making the language a little more easier to understand. We're codifying some of the policies and procedures that we've had for a long time. We're actually adding some procedures so people will know if you want to landmark or create historic districts. And then there's also some procedures for programs, incentives, and promotions that involve our historic district. Oh, another project I want to tell you about is our downtown zoning ordinance update. Our zoning ordinance was adopted in 1995. At that time, it was developed for greenfield, generally thought of, and now a lot has changed now in 20 years, and some of those regulations are a little outdated, and we're looking to update it so it's more in keeping with our downtown master plan. If you'd like more information on these projects, or you have questions about a development within Geneva, you can contact me at 630-232-7494, or you can go to our website at geneva.il.us, or you can stop in at City Hall at 22 South 1st Street between the hours of 8 and 5.